Good morning, dear students, and warm welcome as well as congratulations to step into Standard 9th. You all know me that I am your science teacher along with Miss Darshana. Miss Darshana has already started Science 1 lesson, that is Laws of Motion, and I am going to begin with Science 2 lesson. If you remember, students, last year you have learned about the classification living world and the classification of microbes. That was your first lesson in standard 8th. So if you try to recall in that lesson, you have already learned about the classification of all the living organisms. Now all these living organisms were grouped into 5 different kingdoms by a well-known scientist who was Robert Harding Whittaker in the year 1969. So if you remember, there were around 5 different criteria of the classification. They were the complexity of the cell structure, complexity of the organism, the mode of nutrition, phylogenetic relationship, and how they are living. Okay, so on basis of that, he had divided the living organisms into 5 different kingdoms, and they were Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. So this year you are going to study about classification of plants. Last year you have already studied about the classification of Monera, Protista, and fungi. So this year we are going to focus on classification of plants. So now let us begin with this lesson. So if you remember, the living organisms were divided as prokaryote and eukaryote depending upon the complexity of the cell structure. Means prokaryote, if you remember, is nothing but the cell without cell which is having a nucleus without a nuclear membrane. Pro means primitive, karyon means nucleus, so they have a primitive nucleus without a nuclear membrane. Whereas eukaryotic means true nucleus. So this true nucleus means nothing but the nucleus will have the nuclear membrane around it. So this was Robert Harding's Whittaker's classification, and the criteria was complexity of the cell structure. Second, on the basis of which he divided was complexity of the organism, whether the organism is simple or complex. Depending on that, he had divided it into 2 different types, that is unicellular and multicellular. So prokaryotes were further divided into unicellular, even eukaryotes were divided into unicellular and multicellular. To bring to your notice, unicellular there is only one. In prokaryote there are only unicellular organisms, whereas in eukaryotes there are both unicellular as well as multicellular. That means eukaryotic group is a bigger group. So these unicellular organisms, they were further divided as Monera. And here in this eukaryotic, again we have unicellular eukaryotic Protista. Multicellular organisms were further divided into again 2 more types depending upon whether the cell has the presence of cell wall or not. And on the basis of that, without cell wall, you already know that animals do not have the presence of cell wall, and so they were separated from those which were having with cell wall, and they were 2 types again depending upon what was their mode of nutrition. Whether they are preparing their own food, then they will be called as autotrophs, and if they cannot prepare their own food, then or they are depending on something else for their food, they will be called as heterotrophs. So like that, autotrophic were plantae and heterotrophs were fungi. So this was in brief description about the classification of 5 kingdom classification, which was given by Robert Harding Whittaker. Okay. So now in your textbook, it is given about the kingdom Plantae. Now kingdom Plantae, one question is given. Can you tell which are the special cell organelles that differentiate plant cells from animal cells? I hope so you remember this also, because this also was taught to you in the next chapter, in which you have studied about the cell and cell organelles. So in this you have learned that plant cell can be differentiated from animal cell with respect to so many things. One is that first thing is cell is having a cell wall or cell do not have the presence of cell wall. So this is the first basis of class. You can classify the plant and animal. Second is the plants prepare their own food, whereas animals do not prepare their own food, and this is because they have the presence of the chloroplast within them, which helps them to trap the sunlight and prepare their own food, whereas animals do not have the presence of chlorophyll. So third basis were the presence of the vacuoles. What type of vacuoles do plants have and what type of vacuoles do animals have? In the case of plants, the vacuoles are big but less in number, large and less in number. So LL, I had told you last year if you remember. And in the case of animal cells, they have small and larger number, more in number of vacuoles. SM, I had told you to remember. So this is how you can classify plants from animals. So now we will be studying now the classification of plants. And to study classification of plants, first you need to know what are the bases of classification on which the kingdom Plantae is divided into the different divisions. So now let us study in the classification of plants and the criteria, or what were the basis of classification of plant in the next video. Thank you.